literally a peacock over in this yard over here. I'm down in Silver City, New Mexico with a good friend of mine, and when I'm working out, when I'm watching like videos on people working out, it always feels like it's just these like perfect versions of people. They can just do stuff forever. So I'm like 6 weeks in to teaching myself how to jump rope, and I've actually done pretty well, and I've lost some weight and stuff like that, but I'm not perfect. And I just want to like remind myself that by posting a video that, you know, not everybody's always going to be perfect all the time. So I've kind of warmed up a little bit. I'm going to do just 5 minutes of jump roping, and just post it. It's not going to look good. It's not going to look professional, but it's real. And I might even try a trick or two. I'm trying to learn the thing where you cross your arm. So again, nothing crazy. Just a few minutes of, you know, I already kind of warmed up a little bit, or even jumped around a little bit, so hopefully this isn't perfect, because it's not, I guarantee it's not gonna be, but this is like a single bounce, where you're just kind of keeping your feet as close to the ground as you can, just hopping up with both feet. I hit myself in the shins. And then in the beanbag about 15 times a day. A single bounce, and then a boxer step, which I'm learning, is you're just one foot to the other. I'm using a weighted rope, so it gets to be tiring in your arms and your grip after a while. But a boxer step, the arm work is still there, but you're not bouncing both feet every time. So you're able to be more efficient with your legs, so you could go a little longer. So if you're like using a weighted rope, and maybe you want a little bit more arm workout, this would give you a little bit of a cardiovascular break, but still work your arms just as much, which is stupid. So that's not all I'm doing, just a little body weight exercise as well. Oh, I like to do 15 every time I take a break. Because 15 push-ups is hard, makes me want to jump rope more, which is also hard, which makes me want to quit. It's a real catch-22 working out. Let's just make sure this is still going. Okay, a couple more there. Oh boy. All right. So just single bouncing. If I wanted more leg work, something I could do is start to incorporate like a forward and backward hop. Again, it's really hard to keep that going, especially when you're first getting started, because now your target zone for where you're landing your rope beneath your feet is changing, and that can be pretty tough to figure that out. Oh. Whew. I've also found that when you have to work your mind a little bit more fancy stuff, it's harder too on your body, just because your brain has to like add into the workout. It's awesome. I love jumping rope. It just is really hard. Oh. So that was kind of a forward backward bounce. I have kind of bad ankles from the military. And I've found that jump roping, especially when you're landing, thinking about keeping your legs real springy. Just, you're keeping them together. You're not jumping real high. You're keeping, you're keeping your legs just a little bit bent. And I know my form's not perfect by any means. These are just kind of tips that I've picked up. It's just a little bounce, keep the knees bent, keep the legs springy. And then for me, I have like overdeveloped calves that are trying to compensate for weak ankles. So I don't want to use my ankles for mobility. I want to lock everything down with my calves all the time. So when I'm thinking about my feet, I have to think about it in two parts. I've got the inner toes, the 2 inner toes, and then I've got the 3 outer toes. I'm really good at the inner toe lift. I'm great at that, but the outside toe lift scares me a lot out here on the side of my ankle. It feels very, very weak. So I need to focus on that. And jumping rope is good because really, the hop, I mean, that's not much of a movement. So I can really focus on making those outside toes real springy. I'm just using them like little springs to keep my feet moving, or to keep my body moving. It's almost like you could take the hop out. If you were just getting started, you could take the jump rope out totally and just focus on the kind of quick little explosive movement and think about your whole foot as a spring, not just one part of it. I have a real bad habit of thinking of just one part of my foot as the ability to do work, but it's the whole foot. So think about that while you're working. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I broke my foot back in the fall, and I was really nervous about doing this, about jump roping. So I was afraid that I was going to like exacerbate the problem that I have in my ankles and my feet. Ooh. But it's actually really helped me kind of strengthen those little, like, I don't know what you call them, little balancers in your foot that just need to be, like when I'm walking too, even when I'm like on breaks or whatever, in jump ropes, I'm thinking about using my whole foot. And almost like, imagine if you were walking barefoot through like kind of a rocky field, and you need to like kind of almost feel your way around with your feet first. Using them like real grippy and almost like little testers. And then that can then, once you have those little testers in place, or you know, if you think about like an old awesome like Crown Vic or whatever, they've got the little curb checkers. I try to think of my toes like curb checkers, where I'm just like testing the ground for my body so that I can land in an appropriate way. So I'm not focusing on my calves to do all this heavy lifting, and then I screw up my feet anyway because I have weak feet, because I have overdeveloped calves. All right. I'm just gonna wrap this up here. Goodness. Mistakes are most of my process as I'm learning this. I'm gonna try one little crisscross and see what happens. Oh, here we go. First try. Oh, thanks people. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
I made that.